What's up? Tommy Jordan here, your Palm Springs area real estate agent. So today I want to talk to you about living in the Palm Springs area all year long, whether that's Palm Desert, La Quinta, Rancho Mirage, or Palm Springs. Like, what's it actually like? So here we go.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I woke in the bar today. Got lost in the
All right, guys, so what's it like to live here? So my wife and I, we've lived here about full time for almost 2 years now. I've been coming here ever since I was a kid. You know, my family has had places out here and we love to vacation here. But living here full time, living here all year round, it's a different story because it's easy coming here when it's, October and the weather's in the 70s or, 80s and it's just beautiful outside and other places in the US, it's like snowing and it's just gorgeous here. But when June comes around and you're here for about the 4 months in the summer, it's tough. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. One, it's great living here all year. We love it. So if you compare the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs area, the cost of living compared to the rest of California, it's going to be almost like 30, 40%, 50% less in some areas. So the average home here is about 400,000, depending on what city. LA or Orange County, San Diego County, that could be $800,000. So that's one big thing. The cost of living's a lot less here, and that makes it nice, especially for young families out there, or you're retiring and maybe you don't have a lot saved up, but this would be a great place because your dollar goes a lot further and you're still in California with the great weather. So that's one thing. The second thing is compared to the rest of California, there's virtually no traffic here, even in the season when it's busy and all the snowbirds and everyone's here. When you guys have probably come on vacation, there's not a lot of traffic. There's no smog. It's always sunny and there's literally no clouds in the sky. That's a nice thing. So it's a beautiful place to live. The cost of living's great. Now, summer is probably what you're thinking about. Summer can be tough. Literally, it's like 8 months out of the year, it's perfect. But those 4 months in summer, sometimes it gets bad, like 115 degrees. Now, we have a little baby, and you know what? Like, lately, this last summer, when it was bad for about a month, we were just staying inside, cranking the AC, honestly. And you're thinking, oh, well, that must be expensive AC bills. Well, not really. When you compare the rest of the year, like, our last AC bill was like $50, and we have about 1,400 square foot spot place. And it's pretty reasonable. So that's what you have to do. Or you go out and lay by the pool. A lot of people love it here in the summer. We're starting to get more people coming in the summer because they want that. But overall, living here is awesome. Now, another perk is like, okay, summer's here and you're like, it's just miserable. And it could be miserable for maybe a week or two sometimes, to go outside, that is. You could go to the beach. Orange County's not far. LA County's not far. Beaches are maybe 2.5 hours, 2 hours from here. You could get out of here and, enjoy California. That's the nice thing. It's like, we have the perks of being in California, but with not like actually being near like all the crazy cities and people and pollution and smog and traffic. It's like we're like sheltered. We're like a few hours away where it's like we don't get all of that. Property values are pretty great and living's awesome. So that's like my advice to you. If you're thinking about, can we actually live here full time or not? Like, is the weather going to be too hot in the summer? I think you should stay in the summertime. I think August, September, come stay for a week or two to get a VRBO, Airbnb, maybe a hotel, and try it out and see what it's like, before you make that big decision to whether be here full time throughout the year. But, also another thing is people might wonder, okay, like what's there to do there, other than golf and, shopping and, like resort lifestyle kind of things, what's there to do? Well, actually, throughout the year, there's more and more events going on. You have the tennis tournament. That's one of the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. It happens in Indian Wells at the Tennis Gardens. And I think that's on a good January, February, March, around there. You have Coachella Music Festival, lots of different music festivals that take place, in January, February, March, that time. And then you have a lot of the cities have local like food and wine events and We have Palm Springs International Film Festival going on right now in January, where all across the valley, there's movie theaters that are having screenings of these really cool documentaries. I mean, Palm Springs is as boring and fun as you make it, Palm Springs area. So there's a lot to do, but you just have to go out and do it, just sort of like any other city. And when you get a little stir crazy, because it is quieter here, nightlife's not crazy or anything if you're into that kind of thing. You could go to LA, without having to be in LA and pay the cost for living in LA. So there went a little FedEx driver. So yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome living here. Yeah, if you like being outdoors all summer long, and then I don't know if you'd want to live here all year long. So yeah, I mean, that's my advice to you. I mean, my wife, her whole family's out here, and they have lots of kids, and they live here all year long, and then they do it fine, So, I mean, it's actually great, because if you have a bunch of kids out here, it's affordable. It's like you could actually survive in California, where other places, it's like, let's just have one kid, because it's like way too expensive. So yeah, so that's my advice. So we love it. For all the reasons I described. And yeah, if you have any questions, just please comment below. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any other just like questions about like what's it like living out here or anything, maybe give me a suggestion. I'll make a video on it, give you my thoughts. So from a local. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. All right, later.